Hello and welcome back to Hollow Acres Homestead. My name is Stephanie and what I'm doing today is harvesting a bunch of dandelions. Foraging for dandelions can be a fun and rewarding activity, and these common yellow flowers offer several culinary and medicinal uses. Here in South Carolina, these dandelions grow wild on the side of every road throughout our entire yard. I mean, they're everywhere. And to just spray them with Roundup or pull them out of the ground, it kind of just seems like a waste of plant. Dandelions are a natural occurring medicine. They have been used for thousands of years in medicinal remedies to help heal a wide variety of ailments. And we will talk more about what dandelions can help you with and their medicinal uses very shortly, but let's talk about the dandelion plant itself. Dandelions are easily recognizable with their bright yellow flowers and jagged tooth-like leaves. They have a hollow stem that produces a white milky sap whenever it's broken. And I can show you an example of that right now. So here I have, this was a very, very thick dandelion plant that I just dug up. And in all honesty, I expected the roots to be thicker. I mean, there's a lot of them, but they're really small. But that's not exactly what we're talking about right now. You could see right there, all of that white milkiness. That is all medicine. Dandelions are abundant in the spring and summer months throughout the entire United States. I would imagine it would be all over the world. They're dandelions. Almost all parts of the dandelion plant are edible. The flowers, the leaves, and the roots. However, you would not really want to eat the stem. It's not going to really do anything for you. And the taste and textures of each part of the plant are completely different. Now, we just talked about the roots. You harvest the roots. These fleshy roots are the roots that you want, not so much the little ones. These aren't really going to do much of anything for you. It's these thick, fleshy roots that you want. Also, the leaves of the dandelion plant are edible. The leaves are loaded with nutrients such as iron and vitamin A and I think E, and there's potassium in here and magnesium and manganese and I think a little bit of sulfate. I mean, full of minerals and nutrients. You can, obviously you'd want to wash them up, put them in a salad, put them in a smoothie. You can dehydrate them and, you know, grind them down into a powder and then add them to smoothies or, you know, other things. And the flowers. The flowers have a very sweet taste and aroma, and not everybody likes dandelion flowers, and I'm one of those people. I, in fact, hate the taste of dandelion. It's probably one of the worst tastes to me. I don't like it. These flowers that I have harvested, what I'm going to be doing with them is soaking them in an extra virgin olive oil. I will be infusing the dandelions into the oil. I will then be taking that oil and making salves and lotions with. You can also fry dandelion flowers and turn them into fritters. I've never tried that. That's interesting. You can soak the flowers, steep them in hot water, making a tea, which is very good for the digestive tract and also helps with the kidneys and the liver. They help to really filter out toxins and stuff. So if you're trying to like detox, dandelion tea. Dandelions are rich in vitamin A, C, and K, as well as minerals like iron and potassium. Now, whenever you are going to harvest your dandelions, like me, I just went in my front yard. I know for a fact I don't spray things in my front yard. There's no way that any kind of herbicides, pesticides, or any of that could have touched or affected anything on my lawn because I don't use it. But if I were to just go out into town and maybe stop at random places and try to pick through their dandelions, you know, they just grow wild, so you can do that. You are, however, taking a risk that you don't know if any of that was ever sprayed with anything. You know, if you're like in more of a manicured type area and you know what I'm talking about, then the likelihood of those dandelions being sprayed with something is higher than if you were like at a state park or something, because they don't typically spray their stuff. They just let nature be nature. Now let's talk about a few medicinal benefits of dandelion plants. Now, we talked about how dandelion works and acts as a detox to detox your liver and your kidneys. Well, they do that by improving your liver function by stimulating the production of bile, which aids in the digestion and detoxification process. Dandelion has diuretic properties, meaning it can increase urine production and promote the elimination of excess fluid in the body. There's a spider on my camera. Now, the dandelion root can act as a mild laxative and promotes healthy digestion. Dandelion root can also help to increase your appetite, stimulate the production of digestive enzymes, and relieve constipation and some other digestive issues. Dandelion also contains compounds with anti-inflammatory properties, such as flavonoids, I have my notes here, flavonoids, and polyphenols. Polyphenols? Well, these properties may help to reduce inflammation in the body, which can be beneficial for conditions such as arthritis or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Dandelions are also rich in antioxidants, potentially reducing the risk of chronic disease, as well as supporting an overall well-being of health. Dandelions also help to control blood sugar. Some research suggests that dandelions may have a positive impact on blood sugar levels by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing insulin resistance. However, further studies are needed to establish its effectiveness in this regard. And the last thing that I have found that dandelions' medicinal properties help fight against is cancer. Dandelions have cancer-fighting properties, specifically in the roots. So by infusing the roots in a tincture, or dehydrating the roots and then like sprinkling them on food, and just ingesting the roots daily help to inhibit those cancer growth cells. Now, there were several studies done on this. Of course, there is no, FDA type approved dandelion type treatment. That's just, they're not going to do that because, they're herbs that we're talking about. Most people call them weeds. We just learned so much information about dandelions. Did you know that dandelions had that many properties? Could do that many things? It's not just a noxious weed. Go harvest you some dandelion.
Whoa! Dandelion!
Bubba!